Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. So, Pathfinder retcons Drow out of game lore due to move away from OGL. But, really? Because, listen, EverQuest 2 have had Dark Elves. Other games have had Dark Elves. So you could just say, they're Dark Elves and be done with it. So why are we blaming the move away from the OGL? Pathfinder is dropping the Drow, or the Drow, I think it is Drow, as part of a wider rework of the game and lore necessitated by Paizo's move away from the OGL. During Paizo's 2023's Into the Darklands panel, Paizo creative director James Jacobs revealed that the Drow would no longer appear in Pathfinder books due to Paizo's move away from the open game license, which allowed them to freely use and adapt the lore and characteristics of Drow from other OGL books. The Drow will now effectively be replaced by Serpent Folk, because that's exactly what they are, right? Dark colored elves that are evil serpent folks. Now, is that going to be a new thing where orcs are? Serpent folk are that we're going to get now. And in Pathfinder lore, as the villain of the Darklands, most Drow cities in Golorian maps now becoming serpent folk strongholds. One exception to this is which was previously the largest city populated by the Drow, and is now a mysterious ruin built by unknown parties. The official retcon for the Drow and other major changes coming to Darklands lore is that they were made up by an unreliable Pathfinder agent. What? Made up by an unreliable Pathfinder? I don't even understand. Does that mean that in game we're saying what we thought were dark elves are actually serpent folks? You couldn't tell the difference. It fooled me even. Or they're saying that this is like a freelancer that fucked that shit up. Although the word Drow is an alternate word for the Scottish word tro, which is kind of an evil spirit of fairy. The Drow, as we know them, are a modern creation of Gary Gygax, made for Dungeons and Dragons. The race was created to be the main power of the Underdark, were meant to be a rightly evil matriarchal culture of demon worshipping elves. Very strong, very powerful. Notably, the Drow were the villains of the first Dungeons and Dragons adventure. The first? So Q. Wait, whoa. G123, D123, Q1 was the first Dungeons and Dragons adventure. Holy shit. So we're rewriting history. Okay. And D&D's most popular character, Driss Du Erden, is a Drow, or Drow, who has broken away from his racist... I can't even be consistent with this shit. Has broken away from his racist culture. Paizo brought the Drow into their Pathfinder lore as a more sadistic and wantonly evil... Wow! More evil versions of their D&D counterparts, though more recent adventures sought to recontextualize the Drow in more nuanced terms. They're just misunderstood. That's all. While the Drow are usable to other parties under the guidelines of the Open Game License and, I believe, Creative Commons License 4.0, whatever the hell it is, are free to use license created by Wizards of the Coast allows for third-party publishers to use both mechanics and some monsters from the D&D Dungeons and Dragons in their book. Paizo announced earlier this year that they are moving away from the OGL because of Wizards' attempt to forcibly deauthorize the current version. While Wizards abandoned that attempt, at least for now, after immense fan outcry, Paizo announced a Pathfinder remaster project to totally break away from the OGL, while many other OGL-originated creatures, such as chromatic dragons or the Durgar, could be salvaged in the Pathfinder remaster. by simply giving them a new name and lore. Oh, geez. Yes, you could. It was determined that the Drow were too tied to the OGL to be used in game. No, I'm going to listen. Let's just be honest. They were problematic. I've been problematic, but Drow or Drow, whatever your preferred term is, the Drow were problematic. They had to be. There's no reason to replace them with serpent folks unless you're using this as a, I don't know, a knee-jerk reaction to change stuff. Paizo's decision to remove the Drow from Pathfinder's lore won't necessarily have any immediate effect on players. Existing player creation rules for the Drow can still be found in the Pathfinder core rulebook, and will still be available online for free once the Pathfinder Remaster project releases the new set of core rulebooks. However, those who closely follow Golarian's lore will have to decide which canon to follow and acknowledge that there won't be any new Drow material coming from Paizo in the near future. So there you have it, folks. I literally shit you not. This is what Paizo has determined. We're gonna make evil elves into serpent folk. Because we can't offend serpent folk, but we can offend people who have a dark complexion by making the evil elves dark. All right. I'm not saying what they're doing isn't right. I am saying is the reasoning, the excuses they're given for doing it are total fucking bullshit. And nobody likes bullshit. Right? Even bullshitters don't like bullshit. So tell me what you think. Give me your opinions. Again, if they're saying that they're changing this because it's an opportunity to not offend, we feel this could offend, people of African American descent, that's fine. I understand that. But don't blame it on the OGL then. Take responsibility for your actions. Right? So, folks, tell me what you think. Give me your thoughts. As always, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I am going to North Texas. Hey, this might come out when I'm at North Texas. If you are at North Texas, give me a hello. You know what? I'd like to share drinks with you. Send me a drink. If you don't drink, I don't want to force it on you. All right. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I will catch you all later. God